Hi Taurus, this is a reading for the week ahead, the week of August 16th up until about the 24th of August. Let's see what the overall themes are for you this week. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising at North Node. All right, we have the Sailor, new influences and wanderlust. All right, maybe you're feeling like you want to wander, you want to travel, go on a journey. All right, you could be dreaming of travel or dreaming of faraway places. All right, let's get another message for you in the theme overall for Taurus. All right, communication number 33. All right, so there could be important communication skills that are needed this week. Communication be your focus, along with the Sailor. So wanderlust and communication for you, Taurus. That's your theme this week. Those are your themes. Let's see what's going on for beautiful Taurus. Tell me about the week ahead for Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Overall, we have the Knight of Wands. Taking action, passionate action. Things could be quite busy this week. There could be some impulsive or reckless energy, or you could be fired up about things. There could be just an energy of busyness, fun, passion, excitement, even romance. There could be quick, fast-moving energies around you. There could be a feeling of a youthfulness, maybe impulsivity or reactivity. But yeah, I feel like it's all good. We have the Four of Wands here in your energy, the main energy that you're coming in as. Feeling supported, grounded, surrounded by people who trust you, people who love you, a home life that is solid, a foundation that's stable, a sense of security, feeling loved, feeling present, feeling a sense of belonging and support in your family, in your community, and the people around you. Now the challenge is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Getting over some sort of painful ending, healing from it, moving past it. Maybe you were recently hurt or there was a painful ending. It's challenging maybe to get over it, to put it behind you. And we have the outcome as the High Priestess in reverse. So there could be someone that is, there could be a situation where there's some sort of false information or pettiness, or someone that doesn't really trust their intuition. You may need to improve your faith or hone in on your spiritual practices this week. We're going to get some guidance on that. All right, so let's see what this is all about, Taurus. All right, let's see. I feel like you could be celebrating this week or feel really good. You feel fired up. You could have a lot of energy. And you feel surrounded by people who love you or people who enjoy your company, or a sense of feeling, a sense of belonging and a sense of excitement also. There could be a party or an event that you're attending that will be exciting or that you could be invited to. Tell me more about this Four of Wands as your central energy. Why is the Four of Wands here for Taurus? All right, so the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I'm feeling like you're putting down your fighting swords. You know, you're not fighting with people. You could be less argumentative, or you could feel more at peace in your surroundings and less prone to being defensive or like sarcastic. You may feel you could, you know, lay down your anger if you've had anger, or if you've been rushing to speak to someone or speak your truth, or maybe you've been really sassy, or you have felt sharp-tongued. I feel like you can lay that down. You don't have to be that way this week. You can maybe celebrate or feel at home, or you don't have to fight so much, especially with your words. You don't have to get your point across. I feel like people are at ease with you, or you feel at ease in your surroundings, where you don't feel the need to express yourself in a way that is maybe argumentative, or I feel like you could slow down and not speak so rashly or in a rush to speak your mind. But the challenge here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Maybe this is because you feel you don't have to worry about this ending. What is the Ten of Swords in reverse? All right, so I feel like there was somebody maybe talking about you, talking behind your back, or you felt that someone was talking behind your back. Maybe you felt like that people were talking about an ending, or maybe you felt like people were plotting an ending, or maybe you did go through a really painful ending and then you felt people were talking about it or spreading some sort of gossip. Maybe you're still thinking that people are spreading gossip or plotting some sort of ending for you, but I feel like you're trying to get over that. It's challenging, but you're trying to put it behind you. This could be like stress, worry about, okay, people are talking about me, people are plotting and planning against me, or maybe you went through a really painful ending and you feel like people are still talking about it or still trying to get at you. This could be a little bit difficult to overcome. This could be a mental block that you're trying to overcome this week. You're trying to feel at home. You're trying to feel a sense of belonging. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse for Taurus? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're going to get some sort of truth. A truth that you may have doubted, or you may have... I feel like there's been some perplexity around you, Taurus, where you were worried about what people thought about you or what people were saying about you. You may have been ready to lash out, to fight back. And I feel like you were speculating that people have been gossiping or trying to sabotage you. I feel like this week you're going to get some sort of truth about that. A truth about whether people have been talking shit behind your back. I feel like it's going to be a positive situation where maybe you find out that the worst case scenarios that have been running through your mind are not really what's been going on. But I feel like you've had worst case scenarios. You've been stressed and anxiety prone. Now I feel like you're going to be, a truth is going to be revealed about whether people were talking shit about you, plotting against you, or whether these worst case scenarios were really actually unfolding. This week you're going to find out the truth. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here for Taurus? The Empress. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, you could feel there's positivity coming in here in the form of universal knowledge, truth. And in this way, you're going to be able to take action. Now, someone might be really passionate about you as well. You could be meeting a lover or someone that has a lot of attraction toward you. Also, this is about creative ideas. You could be spearheading new creative projects. You could be very fertile at this time as well. So be careful about unwanted pregnancies, because it looks like someone could be really passionate about you. And I feel like you could also be very beautiful, attractive, handsome, male or female. There's a beautiful energy of universal knowledge and connecting with nature, being all the queens combined this week. And also there's fiery action, and people could be very drawn to you. Members of the opposite sex could be very drawn to you, Taurus. Tell me more about the Sailor. Why is the Sailor here for Taurus? All right, so we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Maybe you've been feeling like lack of self-esteem and wanting to run away from problems, wanting to hide or not be so in the limelight. Maybe you've been dreaming of escaping, Taurus, getting away from situations that put you on the spot, that pressure you to be something, to always be you know, performing or showing up with great expectations. I feel like you've been dreaming of just escaping, wandering, and exploring the world. And maybe this is you trying to escape the pressures of being in the spotlight, or being someone that carries out great plans with passion and finesse. You want to have more of a low profile. You could be maybe in your spare time this week, you're kind of dreamy and escapist and you know, a little reclusive. You could also be doubting yourself in some way, in some respect. Maybe you'd rather not be so pressured to perform, and you just want to be allowed to dream. Tell me about communication. All right, so we have now the Two of Swords. So I feel like there could be a need to protect the way you communicate. Maybe hold back a little. Don't say everything. You don't have all the information. You may not be getting all the information that you need this week. And you may also want to hold back on some information. And maybe you're on the fence about communication, whether you want to speak to certain people or not. You may be blocking certain people. You may be a little uncertain as to whether you should reach out, whether you should be open about communicating. So I feel like this is about you being very discriminating when it comes to who you communicate with, how you communicate, what you say, what you keep to yourself. So there's just a, you know, I feel like you could be not so much as indecisive, but maybe protecting yourself in the way you communicate and how you communicate. So not revealing all, being a little careful. And I feel like it's coming out of this time where you were suspicious. I feel like you've been suspicious about people, whether they've been honest, true, or had good intentions for you. Maybe you did feel like some people here have had bad intentions for you, and you're not going to reveal all or be so open to these people, even though I feel that this week that will resolve and you will feel more at home, more of a sense of belonging, more of a sense of beauty and harmony with others, creativity and truth. But again, I feel like there's still that slight trust issue, whether you can really trust people in your environment. And so I do see you holding back somewhat on communication. Let's get some more info with the Kipper. All right, tell me more about Taurus. Why is the Four of Wands the center of the issue for Taurus, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse? Tell me about this Four of Wands. Stability, long-term commitment, family, support, celebration. Tell me about this Four of Wands, please, for Taurus. Wow, Thief. Interesting. So maybe you have felt that someone's trying to steal your sense of support, your sense of belonging. I feel like that's that trust issue. You feel like there's someone around you that you can't trust, that's trying to undermine you, that's trying to take away your home, your security. Tell me about the challenge with the Ten of Swords. So maybe there is someone around you that you haven't been able to trust, that you feel is a threat to your security. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Taurus with the Page of Swords in reverse? Message of concern, and it did come out in the reverse, so I feel like maybe there's a lack of communication between you and someone else. There's someone that could be keeping secrets, and maybe that's who you feel is talking shit about you. So I feel like maybe you're wondering what someone thinks about you because they don't come out and message you, they don't talk to you, or maybe you feel like they're talking about you, but they don't talk directly to you. And this is someone that you don't trust. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, because you are going to get some sort of truth here. What is this Ace of Swords with the High Priestess? I feel like you're going to find out that someone was trying to undermine you or talk negatively behind your back. What is this Ace of Swords? Could have been a Pisces, an Aquarius. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords for Taurus. Ooh, imprisonment. Wow. So I feel like you're going to find out that whoever was talking shit about you, whoever was spreading lies about you, whoever was trying to sabotage or undermine your confidence, they're going to be imprisoned. Or they are. And that could be metaphorical or literal. They could actually be going to prison, or they could actually be stuck in some way. Or the truth cannot be, I feel like you're going to see the truth. The truth will come to you. And whoever is doing this, whoever's been trying to undermine you, sabotage you, or steal from you in some way, they're going to get caught. They're going to get caught. And they're going to be stuck. They're not going to be able to do it, you know? Like, they're trying to reach out through the bar, trying to grab at you. But I feel like they can't get to you, Taurus. Because you have the truth. You're going to know the truth. I feel like the divine is bringing in the truth for you about this person, and they're stopping them from getting to you. You have the Empress and the Knight of Wands. Beautiful energy here. What is this all about for Taurus? Judication. Judication, it's in the reverse. So I feel like you're not going to have to go through some sort of judgment or some sort of legal situation, because whoever's trying to undermine you, whoever's trying to steal from you or talk shit about you, they're going to get caught up before anything can bring you forward into some sort of conflict or legal dispute. I feel like you're not going to be involved. You're too busy being creative and moving forward and being romantic and doing all that, whereas this person is going to get caught up. It's not going to involve you. You're not going to get caught up in it. Why is the King of Wands in the reverse with the Sailor? Pathway. Pathway is in the reverse. You could feel like you don't have a pathway, or that your pathway is just a dream right now. And I feel like that has to do with this undermining energy, this feeling of being stolen from or talked about or sabotaged in some way. It's really kind of made you insecure. And so you only dream of escaping from it. And it's really, it's kind of taken away from your self-esteem, your your confidence. It's made you feel like you can't continue down your path because someone's trying to bother you, steal from you, hurt you in some way. But I feel like this is going to end with this person being caught. But in the meantime, you may not even know that they're going to get caught. And you may just be dreaming of, like, I just see you kind of wishing, oh, I wish I could just get away from these problems, get away from whoever is bothering you. And you could be dreaming about it. But there's going to be new influences. You could just feel like getting away, but you may not see the path in front of you. You may feel like you're at a dead end because someone's trying to undermine you. But with communication, I feel like, let's see, what is this Two of Swords with communication for Taurus? I feel like someone's trying to stop you or make you stuck. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Official person in the reverse. So you're blocking someone who is, I feel, a false person, a thief. We didn't get false person, but with this official person in the reverse, I feel like you're blocking them. You're not going to give a shit about whoever this is. Because whoever this is, they're not really that official. They could be a pompous authority figure that is not really, they can't do anything to you. Maybe you're not going to communicate with them that much. You're just going to ignore them or block them out, or be very selective in how you communicate with whoever this is. Because I feel like whoever this is trying to undermine you, but they're going to get caught. The truth will prevail is what I hear. In the meantime, you could be blocking this person out, or disconnecting, or trying to, you just don't know everything there is to know that's going on behind the scenes. But I feel like the divine has your back with the Ace of Swords coming out. There's been a false high priestess, someone doing, maybe projecting negative energy onto you, trying to make you feel bad or insecure, talking shit behind your back. Because you're not going to talk to this person, or you're going to ignore this person, I feel like in the meantime, this person is going to be blocked and possibly even imprisoned or caught up. And you're not going to have to deal with their judgment because you're too busy creating. And you could also meet a romantic partner this week as well. Let's see what the Sacred Forest has for you. Taurus. What is the message for Taurus? It's time to celebrate. Number 20, cultivate an air of celebration. Yeah, it's like, don't give a damn. I feel like there's people here that could be, or a single person that's trying to fuck with you, talk about you, go behind your back. They're not going to be able to do it. And I feel like you might as well celebrate and ignore this person. Don't let them bring you down. They could want to intimidate you. They could hope that you will fall for their gimmicks, or that they will influence you in a negative way to feel bad about yourself. Instead, you should celebrate yourself. This is not frogs. This is number 20. This is from the wrong deck. It's time to celebrate. This is from the inner child. But yeah, and I also turned to Frog Spirit, but let's see. That was in the wrong deck. Let's see. What is the... So it's time to celebrate. That was meant to be for you, Taurus. Okay, we have bee spirit, but maybe lion spirit too. I said that prosperity is coming in for you this week, Taurus. Number 5. Bee spirit. It's funny because I'm a Taurus, and bees I've been noticing, like yesterday I was stopped at the light and there was a bee on my windshield, just walking around on the windshield. And then a couple days ago I went to bed and there was something buzzing in my room, and there was a bee in my room. So, all right, so bee spirit. The spirit of the bee says, the sweet abundance of the universe is flowing into your life. However, you need to take action and perhaps join with others to align with the frequency of your dreams. Believe that you deserve, and your goal will be unveiled. And your goal will unfold. But I feel like it will be unveiled. You're going to see the truth this week. The truth is that your dreams are coming true. Align with people who are on the same frequency as you. And believe in yourself. It's time to celebrate. You have prosperity coming in. So it's really sweet, Taurus. Let's get a gem for you to wrap up this reading for Taurus for the next week. Smoky quartz, let it go. So if someone's been bothering you, trying to undermine you, talking crap about you, let it go. Celebrate instead. Join in with others who have a positive influence in your life. Take part in celebrations. Be selective when it comes to dealing with certain people that are negative. Don't communicate with them. Instead, communicate with those who uplift you, Taurus, because you have prosperity coming in. It's time to believe in yourself. The universe does, and you're going to be revealed a truth this week. All right, Taurus, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.